Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 5.
Coming up tonight, the risk for COVID in Lincoln increases as the risk dial moves in the wrong direction.
Plus, a fundraiser for the 2 Lincoln teenagers in critical condition after a shooting.
Plus, a big change to the LPS back to school plan. Good evening, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us. The new mask mandate is getting mixed reviews.
Yeah, we're going to get to much more on that in a moment. But first, we have some severe weather developing in the area, and weather is important to all of us. Let's go to Chief Meteorologist John Dissauer with a look at what's brewing. John?
Yeah, yesterday we'd mentioned there would be a chance for some isolated thunderstorms this afternoon, and that is the case. Very isolated. There are really 2 of them out there, and both of them have warnings on them right now. We'll go right to radar and show you not a whole lot going on around the Lincoln area, but as we head back to the west out towards Buffalo County, we do have a thunderstorm that has prompted a severe thunderstorm warning to be issued. That's for Buffalo County. It runs until 5:30 this evening. It's moving off to the south and east fairly slowly at 15 miles per hour, moving through Thornton at 5:15, and then Elks Country Club at 5:20. Further to the north, we've got another thunderstorm warning that does include portions of Keapaya County as well as Brown County until 5:15 this evening, and that's moving off to the southeast for Johnstown until 5:23. Temperature-wise, we're sitting in the low 90s across the area, and for the rest of the evening, we'll see mainly sunny skies, 84 by 8, 78 degrees by 10 o'clock. We'll take a closer look at the storms, also what you can expect for the end of the work week. That's in my Storm Alert Team forecast.
All right, John, thank you very much for keeping us updated.
All right, now back to the big LPS announcement today. Let's look at the headlines that we received. LPS now says, basically, kids in grades pre-K through 6 will have to wear masks indoors. Masks are optional for grades 7 through 12. Also, no visitors are going to be allowed during lunch at any grade level, no matter the vaccination status. Channel 8's Jael Pembroke joins us now with much more as we let you know what officials are saying. We broke into programming this afternoon to let you know what was the latest. And here we go. Jael's coming up right there. Jael, give us the latest.
Yes, according to LPS and health officials, cases in Lincoln are doubling every day, every 10 to 12 days. And so now they announced that on August 9th, students and staff will have to wear masks. For Lincoln Public Schools, Dr. Steve Joel announced that on August 9th, masks have to be worn by young students and the staff in those classrooms.
Face coverings, again, will be required for all pre-kindergarten through 6th grade students. It will also be required for all staff in elementary schools and those who work with 6th grade students in middle school.
Joel says as the Delta variant causes cases to rise, Lincoln Public Schools wants to protect the most vulnerable, speaking with health officials to adjust their back-to-school plan.
We know what the right thing is to do. It's to minimize the risk through masking, social distancing, and avoiding high-risk situations.
Health Director Pat Lopez said some children have been hospitalized in Omaha, and in other states, children's hospitals are filling up. She adds that can be avoided here.
I hear that often, that children don't get as ill. That may have been true before, but we're dealing with a different variant. Why do we know all these children are ill? Because they're ill enough that they're seeking medical care. And we are also seeing the same percentage of children having long haulers.
Now, Dr. Joel says plans could change again as they stay updated with what is happening in the community. Now, again, these changes take effect August 9th and school starts August 16th.
All right, thank you, Jael. By the way, we want to get your feedback on the poll of the day. Do you agree with LPS requiring some staff and students to wear masks? Vote at KOKNTV.com and we'll have updated results on our 6 o'clock newscast.
Also new at 5 o'clock tonight, the COVID risk dial in Lancaster County is now at mid-yellow. Back on July 27th, the dial moved from green to yellow and now again further into the yellow. Today's change is due to the recent rise in cases in Lancaster County. The health director says in the past week, the number of hospitalizations has jumped from 14 to 43. No public restrictions are going to be added, though, by this change. Dr. Fauci is speaking out about the variants of COVID and how it could get worse.
He explained on Good Morning America more on how the variants work and what role vaccines play in that. Here's what he had to say.
If we don't get good control over the community spread, which is the reason why I and my colleagues keep saying over and over again, it is very important to get as many people vaccinated as we possibly can. People who say, I don't want to get vaccinated because it's me and I'll worry about me, I'm not having any impact on anybody else. That's just not the case. Because when people don't get vaccinated, it allows the virus to circulate through the community. And when it does, even if it doesn't make a particular individual ill, they may be asymptomatic, that person is still a vehicle for the spread to other people. And as long as the virus continues to spread, you give it ample opportunity to mutate.
Nationwide, 93% of all new COVID cases are the Delta variant, and the CDC says hospitalizations could triple by September.
The call for vaccines stronger than ever, echoing what Dr. Fauci just said, that vaccines are the way out of this. ABC's Ike Jochi has more.
Healthcare workers in Louisiana brought to tears.
To be honest, I probably cry most days at work, and I cry when I go home. I've been doing this for a year and a half. And it feels like there's never going to be an end.
The state struggling to keep up as it faces its highest number of hospitalizations since the pandemic began. 90% of those hospitalized in the state are unvaccinated. 7 states with some of the country's lowest vaccination rates now account for about half of new cases and hospitalizations in the past week, according to the White House.
We have deployed hundreds of federal personnel to provide in-person support to address a range of needs, from increased testing to getting shots in arms through mobile vaccination clinics.
The White House painting a picture of optimism, pointing to a consecutive 4-week increase in the daily average of newly vaccinated Americans.
Over the past 24 hours, we've recorded 864,000 vaccinations, the highest in a day since July 3rd. And importantly, 585,000 first shots.
Private companies are now looking to help boost those numbers. Yelp rolling out a new feature allowing users to filter businesses that have a fully vaccinated staff, even showing establishments that require proof of vaccination to enter.
If we continue to vaccinate and we get that 93 million people who are eligible for vaccinations who have not been vaccinated, if we do that in the immediate, intermediate, and long term, and do the mitigation right now, we will turn the Delta surge around.
Several states that instituted a ban on mask mandates are now walking back their decision. Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson expressing regret earlier today for banning his state's mask mandates. Ike Jochi, ABC News, Washington.
And today, retail giant Amazon said it's pushing back the working from home date to January.
And that's because of that recent surge in cases. Now back to local news. A follow-up on a Lincoln shooting. We're learning more about the victims. Friends and family sharing updates about the 2 teenagers who were shot. 19-year-old Jaden Prentice and 18-year-old CJ Duncan are both in critical condition. Prentice's aunt says he was shot in the face by someone he didn't know. His mother wrote on a GoFundMe page, quote, "He is my baby boy and the pain I'm feeling is so intense," end quote. Duncan was shot in the hip and leg area. LPD is asking for witnesses to please come forward with more information. No arrests have been made.
Well, you could say this next story stinks a little bit. A Lincoln man is facing charges. His UPS package smelled a little funny. Deputies say the delivery driver thought it smelled like marijuana, and they say, well, that's what it was. They told us 33-year-old Michael Terry Jr. received 14 pounds of marijuana from Medford, Oregon. He's now charged with possession and intent to deliver.
Well, let's hope the evening commute on I-80 is going a little smoother than the morning one.
I should say, this is the aftermath near mile marker 414, the westbound lane. A tow team worked to move an SUV out of a field. One person was injured. However, we do not know the severity of his injuries. One crew on the scene says it looks as if the vehicle launched over a creek, smashed through the tree line, and then continued into the field, making it tough for the tow truck to pull it out.
And happening right now, something that, well, might make you get a little bit of vertigo. But don't worry, it's all for a good cause. It's the Over the Edge fundraiser for the Boy Scouts of American Cornhusker Council.
Yeah, all you have to do is raise money and rappel down the side of a building. Easy, right? How hard can that be? Channel 8's Malcolm Byron is there live with a look at what's happening. He's got his hard hat. Malcolm?
I'll tell you what, Rod and Megan, I am excited to say that my feet are firmly going to be planted on the ground right here, but these guys are all about safety. We have safety harnesses here and a helmet, and I'm not even going over the building. I'm at the Lincoln Marriott Cornhusker Hotel on South 13th Street in downtown Lincoln at the Over the Edge event. $1,000, that's the magic number. If you can raise that amount, you may have the opportunity to rappel roughly 8 stories. 10 people are slated to go over the edge this evening, and so far 85 have raised enough money and are preparing to rappel down the Cornhusker Hotel tomorrow. Now, participants are rappelling near 8 stories tall, or nearly 110 feet. Check out how high this is. I'll tell you what, from the ground level, this is doesn't look that high, but when you actually get up here, you start to get the jitters a little bit. I'm glad I'm not Anthony, our photog here, who has to get closer to the edge here. The event is put on by the Boy Scouts of America Cornhusker Council. Funds raised will help the Cornhusker Council offer scholarships for summer camps, hold rural day camps, provide assistance for uniforms, books, and other program supplies. So the event will be kicking off once again starting at 8 a.m. tomorrow and lasting through 4 o'clock. For Nebraska's trusted news source, I'm Malcolm Byron.
All right, thank you so much, Malcolm. Yeah, I'm not really big on heights either, so this would be kind of a challenge for me. All right.
I think I'd have a good time. I would try it.
Well, you're kind of crazy that way. You love doing those devilish kind of things, or daredevil. That's the word.
You only
yes.
live once.
All right, national news now. Those California wildfires, boy, they're just getting worse.
And overnight, a whole town was lost. We'll show you how bad the damage is coming up next.
It's
In national news, nearly 8,000 people evacuated their homes in California as the Dixie Fire is devouring everything in its path.
The Golden State's largest active wildfire left the town of Greenville in ashes. ABC's Andrew Dimbert takes us to the front lines.
The town of Greenville, California, swallowed by the exploding Dixie Fire. From the jail, sheriff's office to the library, the fast-moving flames leveling buildings, leaving nothing but burning ash and metal on the ground. Local Congressman Doug LaMoffa getting emotional during a Facebook video with a large smoke plume visible in the background.
We lost Greenville tonight, and there's just not words for.
In nearby Chester, the Dixie Fire closing in and thousands of residents told to evacuate. One business owner watering down her nursery before the wall of fire approaches.
And I'm here setting up sprinklers on timers that hopefully we can save this business and all these plants that depend on us every day.
At California's sixth largest in history, the Dixie Fire has burned for 3 weeks now, destroying more than 322,000 acres. The Forest Service calling this fire season a national crisis. Congressman LaMoffa saying something has to be done.
How us and government haven't been able to get the job done for you. We'll take up the fight even harder.
Meanwhile, near Colfax, the river fire still raging, residents evacuating as the blaze scorches more than 1,400 acres. That fire at 0% containment.
It's really scary.
And right now, nearly 100 wildfires are burning right here in the West. 2021 is already outpacing last year, which was the most destructive fire season on record. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And those fire departments there say the fire is only 35% contained.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dessauer.
We started the day with some clouds around the area, even some early morning showers. Those gave way to some sunshine. We've got some haze in the sky thanks to the smoke from out west. But temperatures warming up today back into the 90s. It's our first day so far this year of above normal temperatures. The day so far goes into the books 3 degrees above normal. 92 is our high temperature of the day so far. 91 down at Yankee Hill Road on the south side of town. It's 91 right now in Beatrice, 91 in Hebron. It's 88 in Columbus, 91 right now in Grand Island, and 88 degrees in Hastings. Notice a bit cooler out towards Kearney, 83. That's where we had a shower passing through just a little while ago. Dew points have increased a little bit compared to this time yesterday. So right now we've got dew points in the lower 60s, even to around 70 degrees in Aurora as well as in New York. Feeling much more muggy or muggly out that direction because of the dew points being that high. It's also giving us a bit of a heat index outside. It feels 1 degree warmer in Lincoln. Feels like it's 91 right now in Aurora and 90 degrees in York. You can see in the visible satellite imagery a couple of areas. I mentioned last night I thought we could see a few isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. Well, that is the case. We've had one out in Buffalo County. Then we're also watching one up in the northern part of the state. The one in Buffalo County, the warning has been expired, or has been canceled, I should say, and that storm is now weakened to just a couple light showers. But this is the thunderstorm we are watching now up towards the Ainsworth area. This is a new warning, or an updated warning that is. It's in effect until 6 o'clock. The storm is now moving off to the southeast at 25 miles per hour. National Weather Service is suggesting we could have some ping pong ball size hail as well as 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And the area we would be talking about is this right here for having the best chance for some large hail. Also just to the south and east of Wood Lake. This is again moving off to the south and east at 25 miles per hour, bringing it through Long Pine at 526 and Bassett at 530. As some distant radar scans were picking up winds perhaps upwards of 74 miles per hour, although that was several thousand feet above the ground. Some of that could definitely mix down to the ground though over the next half hour. Now if you look closely at the satellite imagery, I want to show you the wider view. If you look closely, you can see where the leading edges of some more smoke out to the west, and that is beginning to move into southeast Nebraska. STORMCAST doing a very good job projecting that as well. This is not looking at smoke at the surface, but looking at smoke aloft, middle to upper levels of the atmosphere. And you'll see this will begin to overspread the area, making for likely a pretty looking sunset tonight with that red filtered sun. And then we're going to keep the smoke around throughout the day tomorrow as well as in through tomorrow evening. This isn't the highest concentration of smoke in the upper levels, but nonetheless it's going to keep our skies from being that nice blue color. Now, for the rest of this evening, 86 degrees at 8, 79 degrees by 10 o'clock. We'll see our temperatures dropping off into the 60s through the overnight hours. Likely want to keep the windows closed as the humidity is increasing. Tomorrow, our temperatures will increase. The humidity drops just a little bit. Dew points drop back into the low 60s as compared to today's middle and upper 60s and even 70s. By 3 o'clock, 94 degrees in Lincoln, and that should be about where we top out tomorrow afternoon. Forecasting a high of 94 in Lincoln, 93 in York, 96 in Grand Island, and 95 degrees in Hastings. Winds tomorrow will begin to pick up out of the south, 8 to 15, gusting at times to 28 miles per hour. On Saturday, we'll have another warm day of temperatures in the low 90s, but we will watch for the potential for some evening showers and thunderstorms coming our way, and a few of those storms could be strong. 7-day forecast, 91 on Saturday. Most of the day should remain dry with storms coming in later on into the evening. 90 degrees on Sunday. That should actually not say storms. That should be mostly sunny day. We'll actually see the worst of the heat coming in on Monday and Tuesday. Heat indices climbing up above perhaps 105 Monday afternoon. And then a chance for some showers as we go to the middle of next week.
Definitely heating back up, although I enjoyed a little bit of a break from those 90s.
It hasn't been too bad. In fact, in the low humidity recently has been nice, but I think you're going to notice a big change in the humidity starting this weekend.
Alrighty, thank you very much, John. We'll be right back after the break.
Finally tonight, does anyone out there have a grandma who hides money in the most random places?
An Ohio grandma put her money in the freezer, but she didn't tell anyone. So when her grandkids came to clean out the fridge, they ended up trashing $25,000 in cash. Oof. The money was somewhere in this giant trash heap at the dump. Can you believe trying to sift through that? Well, believe it or not, the waste management workers, they found the money. There it is right there. They said they were very happy to help, and they were just as surprised as everybody else that they actually found it.
I wonder if they gave them a reward.
Oh, you have to, right? That's amazing to be able to find it.
My grandpa, years and years ago, he didn't necessarily trust the banks. So he would have old coffee cans.
Oh, yeah.
And he'd put money in there, and then he would dig a hole on different parts of his farm, and he would bury those cans. Well, when we moved them from the farm to an assisted living facility, I asked my mom and dad, we know where all of Grandpa's cans are, right?
You need a map. Grandpa need to make a map.
And Grandpa swore that he had dug them all back out, and I still wonder if there's
years later somebody's going to find
a couple thousand. Yeah, somebody's going to be building a new garage or something. You know, have a bulldozer out there. What's this?
How excited a kid would be if they dug that up.
Oh,
that's when you take a metal detector out in the yard and see what you can find out there.
There you go. There you go. One last look at the weather tonight, first, John?
We are still tracking a couple thunderstorms that are mainly over the northern portion of the state. Right now, most of southeast Nebraska is fine. We're watching a thunderstorm complex off to the north, specifically around the Ainsworth area. You see this warning that runs until 6 o'clock, impacting 2,700 people. This is moving off to the south and east over the next 30 minutes. Would move through Long Pine in just a couple of minutes. Bassett at 5:32 and Newport at 5:40. The area we're concerned most about for some very large hail would be just to the north of Bassett and northwest of Newport. And I would suggest that's probably likely heading towards the Newport area. Weather Service is suggesting we could have ping pong ball size hail with that thunderstorm as it's moving off to the south and east. Most of us should remain dry as we go through the rest of the evening. Those thunderstorms that are up to the northwest should begin to die out by the time we get to the sun setting. Otherwise, temperatures around the area sitting in the low 90s right now. And as we go through the rest of the evening, temperatures will be dropping into the 80s and the 70s, with low temperatures only into the 60s.
All right, and I think you mentioned too, John, the humidity is going to tick back up.
We're going to notice the humidity, not so much tomorrow. It's going to be warmer tomorrow, but the humidity won't be bad. You'll notice it more this weekend and especially early next week.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, thank you, John, and thank you all for joining us tonight.
World News Tonight with David Muir is up next, and we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock. Have a great evening.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Excitement is building for the Girl Scout Thin Mints Blizzard exclusively at DQ. Every bite is a sweet feed of
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness News is brought to you by Christensen Hearing Analytics.